good. Make sure everything else is muted. We have Chaos Shuffle. Cool. Survivor. Let's see what we got. Okay, so everything random. I like that they're adding random items. Or at least random add-ons for items, because I feel like the items are so different when you use them that it's nice that you at least get to select it. So you have like a general idea of what your item's gonna do. Oh, thanks for the coin, Novi. Welcome in. Out of curiosity, do you get ads when you join into the stream? I'm kind of playing with some different things, and I'm getting the vibe that Twitch runs more ads. Thank you for the head pets. I think it runs more ads when you manually run them than when you manually don't. And so I'm kind of debating just not running the ads, because if people get less ads, I would prefer it that way. I honestly don't even understand the logistics behind ads most of the time. Because, like, I feel like they push people away, but they also make, like, no money. So, like, I'm surprised that Twitch even could make money off of it. Like, I understand they have to pay for their infrastructure, but the numbers don't add up. Also, 3 flashlights is insane. I wonder if I should put in my own flashlight. I hope your night's going okay. Should I equip a flashlight because it's funny? Nah. Wait, the killer can't run Lightborn or Franklin's. I've just realized that. Welcome in, Nox. Oh, actually, let me get my controls up so I can pause things. Yeah. So welcome, welcome. I hope... Hopefully things are calming down a little bit for you, Nox. I feel like with the holidays, everything seems like it picks up. So hopefully, now that things are over, hopefully things are going back to normal. Also, I apologize. It's probably going to be a kind of short and a kind of low energy stream. I just had a lot going on. And so I wasn't able to hop on and stream quite as early as I wanted to. Speaking of which, I need to study for like a stupid certification for work. And I wanted to do it only at work. However, my work is busy. Basement. And I'm worried that either we YOLO it and hope we pass, or I might be stuck having to study off work hours, and that's gonna make me very sad. It is I have Toothless on me. Oh, cool. How is Toothless as a cat? It's always interesting to me that cats have such different personalities as you get to know them. The Huntress, and she's right there. What perks do I have? Okay, so we have Windows of Opportunity. Oh my god, it's like I never lost my normal perks. We have Pharmacy. We have... What is this? Desperate Measures. She's right next to me. Oh, she's right there. I'm in the thing. Did you guys see that? It took my camera. It ate him. Look at that. It's first person Dead by Daylight. Oh my god, it's a new experience. What's it like? Being a survivor. Fascinating. Alright, let's go back to our gen. Oh, she's here. Why am I'm trying to avoid using my sprint burst, the perk that I'm not using. It's fine, Ice, don't worry. Thank you for streaming no matter how long or short it is. Oh, I appreciate that. Not gonna lie, I feel like, I don't know if it's a standard thing, but the more that I talk to people, the more I see the pattern. That, like, I feel like a lot of people that live stream always have anxiety about starting stream, and I don't understand the logistics behind it, because, like, from an outside perspective, it seems silly. It's like you're hitting start stream on OBS. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't really matter. But, like, I don't know. I feel like everyone has their own little thing going on inside their head that stops them from wanting to click the button. I just think it's weird. That jolt, he kicked it and it exploded. Eruption. I think that's what it's called. Actually, a handful of oh no's happened right after Christmas, so we're spinning around as one does. Oh no. God. I'm curious what has happened. Did you happen to send those oh no's? Am I gonna be able to read through those? Dude, I don't get it. Oh, I got a really good med kit. Nice. That's actually really handy. Okay, so we have Huntress coming this way. I think our Yui's trying to get their attention. He's so cute and wants love, and then when you don't, he'll start meowing pitifully. The poor little guy. The way of the cat. You don't get attention and meow. My cat does that every single time. Literally Tuesday. I was in a one-on-one with my manager, and my cat walks up to me and decides, now is the time I need your attention. And so I'm like, I'm trying to like deal with my cat while talking to my manager, and this is like the first one-on-one I've had since like the beginning of December, because it's the holidays and nobody's working. And so it was just kind of an interesting experience. Wait a minute, wait. But you can... You know, I probably should have looked at the killer. I really wanted to read the message. Can I take her inside? Do you think I die first? She's her hatchet? How do I loop this? Oh, I looped it backwards. This is awkward. I don't think I make the pallet that's right there. Oh, it's bad. Yeah, I didn't realize how short that was. I did make the pallet though, so that's good. Oh no, she has trauma. I'm gonna crawl into the open area so that it's harder for her to pick up. Damn. You expected them to go for the chase. Can you clip in is the question. Wait a minute. Sorry, I need you to re-explain that one. I don't have the English comprehension skills. Oh, hello. Guess we just heal? Thanks for the head pet, Novi. What if we go right next to basement? I know everyone says dying in basement's the best move as a survivor, and that's why I'm here. Chlorophobia. We'll leave. Is she hiding? Does that mean the killer's here? Oh, sure. Oh, but I did act the clip in comment. Wait. Oh, okay, I understand. Thank you. I kind of wish sometimes that the Dead by Daylight was in first person. I feel like on Survivor it would be too hard. I'm leaving. I think everyone's safe. I was only staying in case someone was gonna die. I feel like it'd be too hard to survive as a survivor because the third person gives you a lot of advantage in a game about not having advantage. Like, mind games would be impossible on Survivor if you were in first person. 90% of staying alive is checking corners. But I think it would be more scary. Also, I don't know if it works, but I made a command where if you do exclamation point clip, it should just clip, and I don't know how long it clips for. So I actually might test that real quick. We'll see if it works. Did it work? Okay, how long is this clip? I would assume it's 30 seconds, yeah. It's 30 seconds. Yes. Okay. Okay, I wanted to get that set up because clipping is a pain in the butt, and I would rather have a way easier option to do it than, like, people doing it manually. I don't expect anyone to use it, but I do want it there. And he's always purring. Looks like his 3 brain cells are doing their best. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the lower the brain cell count on the cat, the more entertaining they are. But smart animals also have their own place. I once had a cat. When I was in, like, elementary school, I had a cat named Snowflake. He was like a fluffy gray cat. Think of, like, a literal ball of fluff. And I don't understand how, but he knew how to open doors. One night, I had him in our garage, and the door was closed. And I woke up the next day, and the door was open. He made it inside of our house. And no one understands how. Welcome in, Zoyer. I hope your games went well with your friend. I know you're doing your little collab stream. Oh, how did that end up going? That game looked kind of fun. I did not because it involves big sad things, and I wasn't sure you needed. I wanted you to know, Nox, I can handle most big sad things. Cat exists only for attention, and my cats, I don't know, I love my cats. They're silly and not always the most optimal in their timing, but I think it makes the day a little bit better having, like, an animal. Is that a pinhead? Oh, I gotta touch his box. Guys, you want me to make him come? I'm going in. I'm gonna edge the pinhead. He's going straight for that box, so he must have the add-on that tells him where it is. And if he does, that means that I don't have to worry about chain hunt unless it fully undoes itself. Or he memorized spawns. Sometimes pinheads can memorize a spawn because if they know where the survivors are, the box spawns on the opposite side of the map. Oh crap, that's bad. Let's not take him to the box. It was really fun, and it was also really weird. Wait, how was it weird? If you don't mind me asking. Can I get in? Do you think he's got a mind game? No? Can we... I don't have windows of opportunity. I was like, where are all my pallets at? Oh, I was not paying attention. Okay, he vaulted. Do we take him around here? What's our distance looking? We got a little bit. We watch him. Did he double back? Look at that. I can't see him. Where's the window? We're taking him outside. I don't want to throw the building pallet. Oh, that's bad. Guys, I can't edge him. He's behind me. He's already come. Cats are a menace and cannot be stopped. Yeah, they really are. I don't know what it is about like cats, but you have like two mentalities. You have like preppy cats, and then you have like zero brain cell cats. There's no in between. I got really lucky personally because when it comes to my cats, they just kind of behave. Like, I feel like I hear so many stories where people's cats are like little shits. Like like they'll knock stuff off counters and stuff. Like just out of getting attention. And I feel really lucky in that I haven't had to experience that, because I feel like it'd be really annoying. And part of me wants to just like blame the owner. Like, part of me, I don't know if it's right. I've done no research on this. But like, part of me... Oh, he's coming. Part of me wants to be like, you know, maybe it's a reinforced learning. Because animals are good at learning habits based on what they get attention for. So like, maybe they don't get attention, so they do a bad thing, and that gets them attention, and so they do it again and again. But like, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. End of stream. Have a good night. Oh, he's coming again. Already. He's gonna hook at that hook. He doesn't need your help to come. He can do it on his own. Yeah, he was pretty quiet there. He said he said that we've touched his box, but I did not hear him come. He kicked my gen. We're just gonna walk behind him. What are my perks? Oh, I have Distortion, Weird Drummer perk. I have Counterforce and Blast Mine. I haven't been on a gen this entire game, though. Oh, and then back to what Noe said. Interesting. Is that Oppression? No, Oppression. What's that perk called? Eruption? I think it's Eruption. Since he has a broken leg, he has to be locked in my room away from cats or whatever. He's alone in my room. I can hear him meow for someone, for one of my cats to come in and be with him. Oh, that's really cute. Oh, he's back. Oh, I can do the thing. He doesn't know. Does he know? Kick it. Got him. Hey, Ice. How's the pupper doing today? Welcome in, Taco. I'm doing pretty good. Honestly, it's really sweet of you to take care of the cats, though, Novi. I hope your night's going well. Oh, look at that powerful pinhead. We're gonna... He's picking up. This guy hasn't recovered. Do we have time? I don't think we do. That's enough. We don't unhook. Is he going? Oh, he did. That's unfortunate. Did I make that pallet? What if we sneak around? He won't see it coming. The game is about living in an elevator, so you'd imagine how insane the game is. You can also smoke drugs. That's crazy. I would never smoke drugs. I heard you inject one marijuana and it's lethal. This is unfortunate. This game's, you know, maybe the next one's for me. I need to take one hit. Thank you. Can I hit this? He doesn't like that I blast mined him. Wait, is that the game that has Markiplier played that game? No, that's a different elevator game. I remember seeing him play a game where like he was going down an elevator with his friends and then they had like scavenge things on the map and then come back to the elevator. And like they had to feed them elevator. It had like a mouth. It was kind of cracked out, but I think it had a different name. Also, if I didn't say, thank you so much for the resubscribe, Lawyer. My brain still got distracted by the chain. I really appreciate it. I also really appreciate you stopping by. Do I... How are we in this situation so constantly? That's okay. Okay, that got unhooked. We're gonna follow, and he's gonna focus on that chase. Because he's focused on that chase, we unhook immediately. Okay. You know... I'm gonna go do my gen. We're gonna... Oh, no, we don't have to touch the box. Do we edge him? Guys, it's time to edge Pyramid Head? Pinhead? I don't know. They both have heads. You see the trick? The trick is you start it, and then you stop it. And it gives him a thing saying he can teleport, but he can't. Because we stop him from being able to. And then you just gotta edge him. See? There you go. I can't believe you would smoke a beer. Oh my god, Nux, how did you know? What gave it away? Okay, we're... We'll touch his box now. Okay, let's unhook our teammate. I don't think we're getting the 3 gens done. What's my perk? Ghost Notes. When exhausted, your scratch marks disappear faster. I'm so glad I got a perk that gives me a bonus for exhaustion, and I have nothing else that makes me exhausted. That's a good use of that slot. I'd always stop by for a homie. Zoe, you're a really sweet person. I don't know if you get told that enough. And I appreciate you. I love taking care of them, and I'm already fostering another cat. He's a tuxedo cat. And before I took him to his appointment, I saw an email from the shelter that oh, I think he's coming. Okay, so here's my thought. Have I hold a killer up here once before? Oh, interesting. I don't even get, like, stuttered falling off of that. That's actually really nice, because that means I can loop that whole second floor without any penalties. So I saw an email from the shelter that a little litter of 4 Siamese kittens needed fostering. Welcome and Lean, thanks for the head pets. And I love Siamese cats, so while I was at the shelter, I wanted to ask about fostering all 4 of them, but they told me about Toothless, so I took Toothless instead. So something that called to you about Toothless instead of the Siamese cats? Okay, we gotta go touch his box. It's time. Do you think he'll come? Guys, you ready to see Pinhead come? We're gonna let him. No edging today. I'm kind of disappointed. Guys, Pinhead did not come. Okay, I got a triple heal medkit. Ooh, that's sick. I drank a number of marijuanas. Taco, that's bad for you. Didn't you see Dare? I feel like the point of Dare was to dare you to do drugs. At that point in life, I didn't know what drugs were. I'm so glad they could tell me that they were great. We get to see Killer come to us without some foreplay? Oh my god, I already tried edging them. And they just ignored me. Where's the box? I think the killer just left. I don't even know if they're here anymore. Oh, I'm being discovered. This is telling me that the killer sees me. I don't know how long it lasts for. My distortion's proccing though. Let's go to a different one. I think he knows I'm here. 20 push-ups, I shall. Dude, Dead by Daylight's kind of a wild game. I feel like It's a game that when I first started... Wait, why am I being warned? It's a game where when I first started, I didn't really... Oh, I got revealed again by this. How does this work? Can I just put it down, or does it not do anything? Okay, sorry. When I started the game, I see him. He's undetectable. We loop around that. Is that a pallet? Do we still have this? Yes. Do we have pallets out here? Sorry, when I first started the game, I feel like I didn't really appreciate it. Because it's kind of a hard game for new players, and I was playing with people that were like way more experienced than I was, so I was just dealing with like some of the absolute hardest chases I've ever dealt with. I was getting mind gamed when I didn't understand what mind games were. But now that I play it, I've learned that Dead by Daylight's fun because I can play with his box and he never comes. And he respects it? No. Fuck. You won this. How dare he? I played with his box so many times and he repays me like this. It didn't make him come, but like I put the effort in. That's just rude. Which way do we go? Let's do 50-50. The aura stays on you for a little bit and then eventually goes away. Oh, that was just barely a tap. Oh. That's okay. I didn't want that round anyway. Listen, it can be mutual. At least Pinhead puts in more work than Mario. Wait a minute. Oh no. Dude, I feel so bad. My work's been so busy. I feel like I've missed so much of the streams. I feel like I've missed a lot of my friends' streams. I've been like stuck in really weird cases all day. I thought you were the one edging, but it was Pinhead all along. That's wild. Oh, thank you for the head pets, Nox. I think I did. I just got edged, guys. Pinhead never came. I feel like I'm disappointed because of it. When you want him to come and he doesn't? Yeah, I'm kind of sad. Like, why? Why let me play with his box if he's never gonna come? Maybe it's a mutual edge. Maybe maybe the real good thing in life were the edging we did along the way. I need to work on my quote. I think we're on to something. Okay, let me do my push-ups. It's gonna be dark in here. I've decided today is no light day. Yeah, I'll put on a light though so you can see. Okay. I've made it back. Thanks for the headbets. Oh, I'm in the queue. Nice. Do you guys get to see me being weird? Nice. Just what I needed. Okay. Ice likes my coming, I promise. Yeah, Zoyer, I appreciate that you came. I know sometimes life can be hard. And I appreciate that. Seeing the wiggle IRL is crazy. Yeah, I actually like go pretty hard. Oh. Maybe he has that long edge time. You might be right. Maybe he's just got that stamina. Like, you gotta play with his box a lot to get him to come. I don't know why. I've never seen a pinhead not teleport when not in chase. Maybe he just didn't think about it. Maybe the real edge was from our pinhead all along. Oh my god. This is... I've never been edged by a pinhead, guys. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm disappointed. Ah. I'm coming alright? Oh my god, Zoyer. Oh. Maybe it's the friends we edged along the way. Oh my god, that's wild. Oh. You know what they say, like, you gotta kiss your homies goodnight. I mean, you might as well edge them if you're there. I thought that was a Bubba. Give him a little good luck. Is that a gunslinger? Oh, it's a pyramid head. I saw his long thing behind him dragging on the ground. Side note, Boy with Nuke is a banger artist. Oh, dude, Zoyer, you listen to them? That's crazy. I said Nuke, but Uke. I don't know. I've been trying to find new music because right now my music tastes are like literally listening to my high school theme songs is basically just edgy skater music from my childhood. And so I started listening to music and I found some like pretty decent songs. But yeah, that was one of the artists I've been really really liking. It's surprising that Oppression, it's surprising that you've heard of them. I didn't think they were that popular. We're gonna sit. Is he like waiting for us to jump? Life can be hard, but we can all be hard together. Yeah. Amen. Amen. Maybe I shouldn't pray about that one. Chat is spicy this evening. People just appreciate the finer things in life, like edging. Man said to edge the homies goodnight. Dude. That's how you keep your homies coming back, you know what I'm saying? Let me find a generator to zone out on. What is this perk? Teamwork Throwdown. If I stun the killer, our teammate gets endurance. I forgot about that perk because no one runs it. Maybe we want to be vanilla, slow burn or fast paced. I mean, okay, so. Oh my god, I keep thinking Dwight's a killer. He keeps scaring me. Okay, so I don't think there's anything wrong with being vanilla. I feel like there is... Wait, is he... What direction is the killer in? Oh, there he is. Oh, don't get the Dwight. He's Canadian. Okay, so I don't think there's anything wrong with being vanilla. I feel like there's so many, like, kinks out there. Adult warning. This is gonna be a little not innuendo-y. That I feel like people undervalue basic things. Not even that it's like basic, like the people that get upset when you say you like vanilla ice cream and they're like, wow, vanilla, that's such a boring flavor. Little do they know there's like an entire spice trade from like the 1700s that had vanilla as like a rich person not seasoning, but flavor extract because of how like amazing it is. And so to like downplay that is something basic, it just feels so weird. Poor Dwight. It's always the Canadians that die first. You wanna... Are they injured? Okay, we're gonna take them to the shack as well. You don't want me with you. Is he gonna... Where'd he go? I was really... Okay, I want... How do we do this? Okay, he's focused on me. This is great. I take him inside. And then he mind games and we leave? How much distance do we have? I don't think we make that unless we can fake the pallet. Ooh, okay, we got one more loop. Kink shaming is my kink. Dude, imagine how wild that would be. What is he doing? We leave. Do I make that? That might have been a really greedy, like, leave. Okay. Sorry, Dwight. Maybe being vanilla is their kink. Is vanilla count? Kink is like a non-normal. Yeah, isn't that the idea of kink? Like, the word kinky means like taboo, right? Things that are not normally like appreciated. So I don't know if vanilla counts as being kinky. We're gonna grab this person and then they will heal us. Well, kink depends on the person. Okay. Am I wrong on that? Like, I could be. Give me a little touch. Poor Dwight. Did you interrupt me? You want me to heal you? This is bad. I would argue that we're not praying enough, Nox. We can start a religion. I heard they make a lot of money. That could be our 2026 resolution. Wait, where's that last gen that our lore is on? Loki, people should like what they like as long as they don't yuck your yum. As long as your thing doesn't impact someone else negatively, I think it is a-okay. And when I say negatively, I mean the other person has to think it's negative, not that it can't be negative. Like, if you enjoy shaming people, as long as the other person's okay with that, that's fine. There's like right here. Do we... Why do they want Laura? Laura, Wait a minute. He's not gonna pick up, right? Nah, damn. He knew. Is there a tile here? He kicks the gen. We take him away. Listen, sometimes you're too tired for spice, but you're craving ice cream. Boom, vanilla. Dude, unironically, vanilla bean, one of my favorite ice creams. You can put anything with it, and it is amazing. The killer's behind me, right? Oh, there we are. You think he saw me? Oh, I should get Laura. You think our teammate's getting Laura? I kind of hope so. We're gonna do the gen. That's the calmest guys. Let's start a cult I've heard in a while. Okay, but like, okay, Nox. You don't get cult followers unless you're confident. And so being calm is how we sell it. Also, I apologize if I'm being quiet. Let me know if you need me to talk a little bit louder. I know when I'm quiet, it's not as easy to understand what I'm saying. You can be like 100 vanilla from what my friend once said, I assume? It was like goth girls are my kink, and then someone... Or then something down the line was like, being rude to goth girls who shame me, blah blah blah, is my kink. Wait, what? So they just like being a sadist. Sadist is just like enjoyment out of bullying someone. I would know that because I'm a sadist. Okay, we're gonna go to the other door. That is a shame they're in the basement. Okay, so they popped that gate. I should pop the other one. We're gonna see. We're gonna pop the gate. We're gonna go down there. Poor Dwight. Vanilla is part of the BDSM test, but you gotta get like a baseline. Because I feel like 90% of people... Why did I have a prompt to use an ability? Oh, I could put a decoy on it. You have to get a baseline to like understand someone. I see Vanilla's probably the baseline, where like it's probably the majority. Okay, so our teammate's there. Do we die for the teammate? I don't think you can rescue against this man. I got urban immersion! Guys! That didn't help me at all. Is this gonna matter? I need you guys to not push him in one corner. I need you to... What happened here? Okay, he's dead. Oh, I fucked up. Come on, I can't get around him. Oh no, I didn't get the body block. Oh, what a 180. Come on, get him into the crack. Is that enough? Do I get him out? No, I mean, he had one kill. I understand him camping in the basement. Dude, urban immersion came in clutch. I always make fun of this perk because it makes you crouch quickly. Hydrate, I shall. If it's on the BDSM test, I no longer question it. Okay, okay. Well, I mean, you could write anything you want on the BDSM test. You could put your name on it. Does that make you kinky? I don't think it does. I didn't mean that as an insult. I just meant that as like the fact of writing your name wouldn't make you kinky. I guess goth girls are a universal enjoyment. Okay. I have a hot take. I think I understand people's appreciation of goth girls. However, I feel like there's so much more to life and you're overlooking it if you hyperfixate on goth girls. Is that a hot take? I don't know. The joke was a hyper specific kinks. I don't know, the base was goth girls, you know? Everyone has their own things they appreciate. Ace was the true killer all along. The Dwight was the true killer. That man scared me more than the killer did. Wait, 1 second. For some reason, I feel like my computer's running slow, but we'll figure that out later. Wait. Wait, Lean. If it's on the BDSM test, I no longer question it. But like, candles and the rod exist, and it scares me. When you say the rod, you don't mean like sounding, do you? Thanks for the subscription, Rose. Welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by. Okay, to fix ice, we need to get Yuki to dress up as a goth girl. I don't know. If I asked, I know she would. However, I feel like we can... I feel like... maybe I shouldn't go into details on this one. This is like private life. You know what? If you want to ask her politely to dress up as a goth girl, I would not. I would not be upset. Oh. Wait, sometimes I remember these kinds of things and just want to cover your eyes, like look away. Okay, so... what can we get away with in chat without getting our Twitch stream banned? What? Okay, what kind of things would make you squeamish? Or like embarrassed? We're gonna skip over the basics. Like pee and poop, that's gross. We're cutting that out. I need like other things. Okay, so Nox used the example where I was like, I just want to cover your eyes, like look away. And so like I would say like, what would make you want to not expose people to it? Maybe embarrassed isn't the right way, because embarrassed would imply like the wrong precedent. I'm more talking like things you know exist but choose not to make known. Oh, hello, it's Pyramid Head again. Oh my god, I got so much geometry today. Guys, I'm so happy. That was a crisp ping. My man's probably gaming on like 60. I don't think we make that. Oh, he's not behind me. Nice. Wait, what perks we got? We got man screaming at his wrench. We have blind man. We're gonna live forever and babysitter. What does man screaming at wrench perk do again, guys? I'm not the most familiar with it. Pyramid Head hears you talking sus. Oh my god. One of his moris, he does stick it in you. Oh, you know what they meant by the rod. Wait, okay, so when I say ice, you had it right. Okay. Okay, my personal example in this circumstance is like... actually, no, it's not even like an embarrassing, like I don't want people to know about it. I just think that like... sounding looks painful. Okay, the man's right there. It's just such a weird... oh god, I shouldn't say weird. Weird is like kink shaming. I just don't understand it. I also think it's kind of dangerous. I think there's a certain distance that, like, it actually can be a little bit unhealthy. I would... aw, crap. Do we have a window? Do you think we can hold a killer? Damn it. That's really, really bad. Guys, I'm dead. We don't have anything. What if we run around the bush? I'm blaming my death on my teammates, as any cultured multiplayer game player should. I can't believe my man would deny goth wife. Shaking my head. Okay, it's not that I would deny it. I think that goth women are very attractive. However, there's more to life than a big titty goth girl. You gotta keep your eyes open. That's what I want to get at here. Being demisexual makes it kind of funny though, because I have absolutely no interest in someone based on their appearance. So like, maybe I'm not qualified. Maybe I don't have the right mentality to make my judgments on goth girls. Everyone wants a goth girl until they start burning your clothes for rituals and biting you for fun. I don't think most people are upset about being bitten. However, hey look, it's a delivery. It's not delivery, it's the teammate. Like, bite. Oh no, I swear to God. We need to go. I need to peg the killer. I need the teammate here. Okay, we're gonna go get our teammate. What is up with our teammate running to the places objectives are occurring and being a nuisance? Okay, I need to... Wait, I don't want to make you guys out yourselves. However... Do people have like limitations? I interrupted that, I'm sorry. You know, I'm just gonna leave. Do people have limitations? Okay, so when it comes to biting, there's like normal bites and then there's like hard bites. And I think that's what Rose is trying to get at. I know personally, it's really funny. I have an amazingly high pain tolerance. I literally broke my pinky once and I was just like, this hurts. However, something about like being bitten in certain spots, I cannot handle. No, we lost our teammate. So like, depending on the location, I don't think I would care. However, there's certain spots where I am like just an absolute baby. Okay, both our teammates are in chase. I'm glad they can keep the killer occupied. We're gonna hold M1. And we got Nox, who's the little ankle gremlin. I'm okay with some bite, but the moment they start drawing blood or taking chunks out of me, that's where I draw the line. Okay, okay. Have I been bitten and drawn blood? I think I have once. Blood? No, that was something else. That wasn't a bite. That's what safe words are for. You know, actually... God, safe words are wild. Wait. I didn't say that as like I don't use a safe word. To be clear, they have a very valid purpose. I just think the concept of them is funny. This is a problem. Does he see me? You know, this is great. He's gonna come over here, right? Oh, that's really bad. Okay, we need to get across the map, rescue both teammates, do a generator and a half, then we cry ourselves to sleep. I'm so glad he followed me around the building because that gives me a little more distance. Okay, so we have a teammate in the basement and a teammate on a hook. There is a pallet back there. That gen's almost done. Okay, we can make this work. I'm just gonna take a hit and we're gonna use the speed boost to unhook. Wait a minute. Maybe I should have used that better. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. That is a-okay though. It's not a bite if you can't chew it. I would like to understand what you mean by that. Like you need to bite a large amount of space. That's what I'm assuming. Like a full mouth bite. Okay, I think I understand. It's not a bite if you don't leave a mark. I don't think it takes that much to leave a mark. I feel like you can go pretty soft on a bite and leave a mark. He said safe word? What safe word? Yeah, that's what keeps things interesting. I actually, you know how you like rotate passwords on websites to stop them from being like hacked? I actually rotate my safe words nightly. It keeps things interesting. Okay, I bite people depending on how much they will let me. If I do a soft nom, but depending on where and stuff, I might do big nom with permission. Okay, okay. Yeah, I would say as long as they're okay with it. And honestly, again, based on location, is that a normal thing? Okay, so like for example, like a bite on the arm does not hurt for me. But if it's like on the neck, Jesus Christ, I'm a small child. I'm like a baby. I have no shame apparently now. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of an interesting stream. I don't know how long I plan to stream for, but you know, we might as well make the best of it. Oh, let's put music back on. That's the thing. Permission is important. Yes. Permission is very important. I don't know if you guys understand. I know most of you probably understand, but just for the people that don't, if you're ever unsure about something, it is always best to ask. I feel like so many people are so worried about what people will think that even asking a stupid question that you think is stupid is way better than making assumptions that are incorrect. Why does David look like he's on like a gimp suit? Am I alone in thinking this? Not like that. He's got like the BDSM straps. He's got like a mouth guard. Like maybe David's the one we need to be worried about. The safe word is get off me. My personal favorites for safe words are vegetables, because I know I will never be preparing food. So for someone to mention any vegetable, I would be concerned. Maybe DVD are the real freaks. Yeah, honestly, to play Dead by Daylight for this long, I feel like requires some sort of like mental disability. Real. With my ex, I asked if I could, but in Gen personal fave is what space between the thumb and the pointer finger. Wrist, shoulder, neck, sometimes thigh. They feel very nice to soft. I haven't done thigh, but it looks good. I would say, oh my god, yeah. It's a very sensitive area. Thigh is like, and I'm super sensitive, although I have a high pain tolerance there. But I feel like that's a per person basis. And then also like pain tolerance is a per person. What did I see over there? Is that a doctor? No, it's a skull merchant. Oh boy, my favorite. Oh, okay. You know, I might Oh, it's an alien. Never mind. Okay, I'm down. I need to put turrets down, though. So if it's like a full mouth bite, then that's fine. Yeah, I would say that, like, full mouth is pretty solid. Why can't I put a turret anywhere in here? What is happening? Am I blind? Did I have an option? Oh, I'm resetting the pipe. You guys know you could use this as a trap and slow the killer in it? I didn't. Okay, let's set up some turrets so the alien's a little less oppressive. We just... If he was looping the other direction, this would be perfect. There we go. It takes a medium nom and a few seconds to leave a mark. Yeah, as long as it's like... I don't know. I feel like time can do quite a bit. Because, like, even with, like, a hickey does not hurt, usually. But, like, it leaves a nasty mark because it just brings so much blood to the surface of your skin. And locations affect people differently for different things. I find it interesting that, like, some people have a really low pain tolerance, but, like, want to be bitten hard. And then, like, other people... Like, I'm the exact opposite. I feel like that's just such a interesting, like, change of dynamics. Yeah, we got this. We're gonna not unhook quite yet, just in case they went a different way. Okay, now we're good. Okay, now we need to leave. Everything is blocked, so we're gonna run to the middle. We have some turrets. They're not in power, so we will go around and rescue. Maybe? Maybe not. I'm so glad our teammates saved the pallet, though. Having teammates leave pallets up are great. However, they are almost dead, so maybe it's not the best. And we got some turrets down over there, which will hopefully make it a little easier to fend them off. Oh, he's here. So, what is this tile? So this is a 4-lane-ish. We have a pallet here? Yes. Okay. Can we make that? Ooh, I think if I crouched, I might have made that. I remember having a hickey for like 7 months. I'm pretty sure they killed all the blood vessels and oh my god. Dude, they last a long time. I don't think I've heard ones for 7 months. Like, they last like a week or two easily. And if they really like go hard, it can stick around for quite a long time. You actually have to be really careful with them. Because those things will, like... they're hard to hide. Definitely some degree of masochism. Okay, I'm like... I am not a masochist. I unironically enjoy Dead by Daylight just because of the interaction. It's the only game where you go head to head and you're fighting with your head and not so much your abilities, if that makes sense. There is so much more leverage on your skill and knowledge than on your equipment. I don't think a lot of games do that. We're gonna put this down because I don't think he knows we're here. We're gonna get a little closer. He knows. I didn't really want him. He's not out of power yet. That's unfortunate. Ooh, that's a crispy spot. He's gonna do it again, right? I should have faked it. Oh, he left. Nice. We can also leave. For a moment, a small voice said, DC, you won't. Dude, if it was a skull merchant, I'd non-ironically, if you even suggested, I would have been 100% down. There is nothing I enjoy more than letting the skull merchant play with bots. Yeah, it's an alien on the alien map. It's lore accurate, guys. My favorite. Oh yeah, let's put a turret down. This gen's already done. Do we have another gen? He's close. We're just gonna stick it. And then there's probably a gen out here if they're protecting, right? Okay. I understand why the killer's out here. They're working on a gen. Child, how do you get a 7-month mark? Yeah, that's my question. 7 months is longer than I think I have ever experienced. I'm more concerned by, like, the vacuum cleaner that the other person was. What did I scream? Oh, I have an anti... Is that wait, how does this work now? Efficiency while healing with your medkit by 15%. That's a lot less useful than I thought it was. So, a lad I thought and no experience. I want equal amounts of bites and stuff. Maybe I'm a masochist now that I think about it. Uh-oh. Okay. We loop around. Oh, that was a good one. I didn't even think about it. He's gonna kick the gen, right? Dude, I had a wild experience lately. So I've been like learning how to better communicate with people. We're gonna put that down just in case. It did not do what I hoped it would do, but I at least delayed them for a second. We'll put another one down. So like I join in like a random stream and I'm being polite. I put up a little bit of chit chat because I wanna socialize a little bit. I wanna understand who the streamer is and like meet new people. And like, so I'm being polite, and for some reason the entire chat is just bullying this person, and not in like an aggressive, hurtful way, but like a, you know, like the bro do COD kind of bully. And they're like, you should bully, and I was like, but you know, maybe I'll give it a try. And over the last couple of days, I've been learning how to politely bully, and it's kind of a weird experience. You want to give me a heal? Sir, you know, I can heal myself. I can't heal myself. He's got that one perk from Wesker. Well, this is awkward. I become bully. I don't know. It's fun. But I think there's like a delicate line. I feel like... Wait, did I reset this? I feel like... Oh, he's dead. I should just leave, but I really want to hit the switch. There's a delicate line of like being mean about light-hearted subjects versus like saying things that actually could be taken as mean. But I think they enjoy it, so like I think it's okay. They have not... They seem to like enjoy it, so I'm not upset. They got double eerie add-ons? That's incredible. Also, I apologize if my camera's late. Wait a minute. that what's happening? What is this? Control Shift S? Control Shift, is it Tab S? No. Okay, that should be fine. I don't know. That's weird. For some reason, I feel like my avatar is more delayed than usual. The funny part is I'm pretty sure the hickey lasted longer than the relationship. That's actually really unfortunate. I didn't even think about that. You know how hard that would be to explain to someone? Imagine you're talking with like a new person and you're like romantically interested in them. Now imagine they see that hickey. Like that sends the wrong message. And hickeys don't usually last more than like a month or two. So now you're also dealing with like the explanation on top of that. Dude, that would suck. Also, wait. Also, hot glue burns fun. Wait, are you talking about the hot glue itself or the gun itself? Because the gun is dangerous. I don't think you should touch that. That's honestly... Okay, I'm going to be real with you. That seems like a way more convenient way to do that. You don't have to deal with fire, which is a hazard. And it's designed to heat it up to the same temperature. So, like, that seems like a 400... What's a high IQ? That seems like a high IQ play. However, as someone who has built box forts for cats out of hot glue, I have died to the hot glue gun. Damn, Lean's bringing new meaning to arts and craft time. Real talk, I've never been burned by hot glue, so I have no point of reference. Wait, really? You never, like, used a hot glue gun? I feel like a lot of schools do some project that uses hot glue. That's kind of crazy. How did you guys do, like, arts and crafts in elementary school? It was like, I guess they have, like, paste. Maybe hot glue wasn't as common. I don't do the hot glue thing myself, but I'm not gonna judge. Yeah. Oh, it worked out because I didn't want to date anyone for a while after that. You know, that's honestly good. I feel like a lot of people don't put the... don't value handling your own... Jesus Christ, why does Felix look like a gay vampire? No offense. Sorry, I can't look away. Sorry, what was I saying? I got lost in this man's chest hair. Oh, sorry. So, okay, so people... I feel like people don't value... like, learning themselves after relationships. I feel like relationships ending, assuming it was a standard relationship and you had feelings, there's a lot of, like, recovery that has to happen. And I feel like a lot of people cover up the recovery portion by trying to find a new partner. The whole, like, what's the term? Like a makeup relationship? Ah, what is it called? Rebound. And I feel like that adds so much negativity. Like, I've heard so many horror stories about, like, people getting together with someone and then having that person compare their new partner to their ex. And that is, like, brutal. Only in elementary school we weren't allowed to touch it. Dude, Nox, you got like... It's a pig. And she's coming. Oh, look at her. Do you see her? Oh my god, I love this game. Okay, sorry. I feel like you got shafted. I feel like hot glue... You know, actually, burning yourself on hot glue does hurt. It's very hot. You know, when they describe it as hot glue, they're not lying. It is extremely hot. Nox, do you need me to mail you a hot glue gun? This is for research and scientific purposes only. I feel like the last thing you need is injuries. You know, now that I'm thinking about it. Wait, memory unlocked. I had to build a house model in high school, but I don't remember what it felt like. Maybe you just didn't burn yourself. I always got hot glue on myself. I would touch it too quickly, and it would stick to me. And then I would play with it. Kind of like when you get the washable glue on your skin, and then you let it dry between your fingertips, and then you pull it apart. Like that whole feeling. I'm gonna... Background player? Oh, I got a speed boost so I can get out of the neighborhood quicker. That's cool. Ending relationships hits all the same... Oh my god, that fang scared me. It's all the same chemicals for some reason as people like death. So you jumping immediately into a new relationship without handling the old one is bad times for everyone. I feel like no one... I feel like most people don't do that, though. I shouldn't activate this yet, should I? We're gonna 99 it. And then we're gonna rescue our teammates who are hanging out together. But like, I don't know. Oh god, the killer's right here. I have an idea. She doesn't know. She's too short. This is actually great. And I wouldn't mind healing this man. Do you want me to... This is a dangerous spot for a stealth killer. To hide where you just have blind... You have a wall blinding you in two directions. Oh yeah, you're right. We got our chest hair here. We do a little bit of market research, guys. Give me a second. My man was so ready to do this gen because it's 99 that he even stopped to look at it. Okay, market research. Let's look at this chest hair up close. I can't look at the chest hair. God damn it, he got away too fast. Our teammate... No, our teammate did exactly what I was trying to avoid. He forgot that he had a hat. He just wanted to do the gen. It's like... Okay, so it's like ingrained. You get like 600 hours. There's a killer behind me. You get like 600 hours into this game and you see the gen that's almost done. Oh, she didn't respect that at all. I didn't take note of that. And because you see that, you just... I don't make anything. That was a bad play on my part. Wait a minute. No, we made him this? Oh, there's no pallet. Guys, I'm panicking. Do I make anything? Oh, that's bad. Distance. Is there a pallet on this tree? There is not. I had a friend who did a lot of projects with hot glue and she kept burning herself so much it doesn't hurt anymore. Wait, can you build a tolerance to hot glue? I feel like that would just be nerve damage. Could you get nerve damage from hot glue, though? I don't think it's that hot, is it? His chest hair could only protect him so much. Taco, he's still growing out. You gotta give him a bit. Not all men are hairy, like bears. I should know. I cannot grow hair anywhere. I swear to God. It's actually upsetting. I can get like part of a mustache. I also have a solid, I think you can count in them. I have a solid like 60 chest hairs. Why am I going up here? There's no, wait, I have a party hat. Why am I blind? Oh, there's an add-on that stops you from seeing the traps until your head is active. It's okay. We know there's one here, right? No. I hope she's gonna get that off. Nice. I would like that. As long as we get a trap or two, we should be pretty good on time. This Fang has no remorse for her team. She's gonna pop that. Oh, I got a speed boost from background player. Sick. Maybe I should run background player as my perk. I feel like it's not bad. Oh, I have Saboteur. No, that's breakdown. Never mind. Outlast. Interesting. I can't use Outlast because my background player is making me exhausted. There's a killer here. Awkward. Do I make that? She doesn't respect. That explains why she does not respect. I'm already injured though, so it's not like that matters. I can't see her because she's short. Do I have anything to work with? Yes, I do. Take her here. And we watch her carefully. And then we leave to get our box. Ah, shit. What do I got? That pallet's gone. I got a tree. She hit the tree. We have a lumberjack. What majesty of a killer. God, I love the trees. For some reason, killers auto-aim just a little bit, and you can spin around a tree, and if it's close enough to an obstacle, they will, like, hit it. Oh. I've not burnt myself with hot glue, but I definitely stabbed my hand multiple times while carving taco. That's not safe knife handling. As an Eagle Scout, I need to tell you, you should never cut towards yourself. Look at that. Do you guys see me? That perk break the hook? Now the killer won't be able to use it for another minute. Now if I die right there, the killer will only have 2 other hooks to choose from to hook me on. How many of these have I done? Oh no, I hear a killer. Killer's there. We're gonna go heal ourselves. We're gonna go do a gen, and we're gonna leave. There we go. Luckily, it was only on her pointer finger and thumb. Do you know if she had, like, reduced feeling? I had only part of a medkit. But I do see our hairy little bear man over here, I think. God, I thought I saw him. I saw something red. Yeah, I did. Give me a little rub-a-dub-dub, thank you. She proofed it by putting a little... Oh. Why do I see the killer's aura? She proved by putting a little glue on her finger and kept stretching it to make a bundle of stringed hot glue. Can you eat? Anyway, see, I like string cheese. Would stringed hot glue be edible? Is hot glue toxic? Also, fun fact, if you carve a stone, the pain is lessened. What does that mean? Carved wall stoned. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay, I gotta be honest. I have never done drugs. I want to not have our teammate die. So I took that for her. I think she's dead. However, I want that gen. Ah, balls. How much distance we have? I think we loop this really tightly. Maybe she cuts us off? And Fang dies inside. I did not see that coming. That's a twist. See, if you weren't playing Dead by Daylight, you wouldn't see such experiences as that. I don't think I have anything to loop this with. You 50-50 it? Maybe she thinks I went a different way? No, she definitely knows. Oh, I mediumed. Oh, she vaulted, though. That gives me an extra 30 seconds, like 4 or 5 seconds before I die. I didn't have enough width. I was too thick for that pathway to do a 360. She has 0 hook states. You know, Taco, that's a pretty good point. One that if I figured that out a little sooner, that would have been very helpful. But luckily, I'm too dense to read. Oh yeah, I've never done drugs. Actually, you know, this is gonna be the weird stream. I actually grew up where both my brothers were druggies. And so while growing up, I'm the smallest of my family. And so while growing up, I kind of watched them ruin their lives with drugs. And, like, both royally mess themselves up. Not specifically on weed, but, like, they went on to bigger and better things. And because of that, it made me so repulsed by the idea of doing them that I've just, like, never had any interest. But normally, to be a little more friendly, I'll, like, say a joke about it, where I'll just be like, you know, I have too expensive of hobbies to even consider that. Because, to be honest, I do spend a lot of stupid money on my projects. Okay, we're gonna do a Chaos Shuffle, because I don't know why. I feel like Chaos Shuffle has not been going well. Let's do something basic. This is our gen build. We'll bring our toolbox and we'll play it out. You're not missing out on much. Okay, so I watched a video on YouTube about, ironically, it was about a YouTuber that I actually learned how to ride motorcycles from. I remember when I was first learning, I was trying to figure out how shifting and stuff like that works, and I was watching his tutorial videos on how to do it. Because I was very intimidated. I figured out later it was not that hard. I think his name was like Mordeath13 or something like that. It's been a while. And he made a video about the reason you shouldn't do drugs. And it honestly really resonated with me. He's like, doing drugs feels amazing. And the problem is, it gives you such an amazing feeling that once you come down from drugs, all the normal things that would make you feel good are small in comparison to the high of the drugs. And so it kind of desensitizes you to the good feelings of your normal life. And it makes you chase the high of the drug. And that's what ends up getting people addicted. And in my head, that's such a shame. There's so many amazing things you can do in your life and so many cool experiences that you can have, that like having that like washed away just seems like such a sad thing to have happen. It was like me, except I had to look after my two older siblings after they did a ton of partying. Dude, I don't know. I never really had that great of a relationship with my brothers. I still don't really have a great relationship with my brothers. They do for a time until the drugs stop being effective. Dude, see, that seems scary. Like, then what do? You find, like, harder drugs? That just seems like, I don't know. It just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of being addicted to things. Like, there's certain things that they don't bother me. Like coffee. Like, I'm happy to admit that I have a coffee addiction. If I tried hard enough, I could cut myself from drinking coffee. I just do it because it's like not a very big thing. And I have weaned myself off it before. And that's how I know it's an addiction, because I cut myself off and then I started getting headaches and stuff. And I was very tired. And I think those are signs of withdrawal. However, certain things are easy to abuse, and those are the things that I try to avoid. Because I feel it's easy to get unhealthy reliances on certain things. And I never want to be in a situation where I am reliant on some random substance to, like, enjoy my life. Yeah, everything feels less in comparison. Wait, so Nox, have you experienced that? I thought I saw a killer jump off the building. What a morbid sentence. Oh, it's Mr. FNAF. Do I? No. Let's just say I knew where that road was going, and so I stopped. Honestly, that's really awesome of you. I feel like most people don't break the reliance on it. And then adding to the video I watched a long time ago, I watched there's a YouTuber with the name that starts with a K. They do like scientific videos, and they did a paper on long-term effects of weed. And like, basically the idea was not that weed is harmful to your body in like any meaningful way, but it creates habits in yourself where you use it to numb pain and bad experiences, and you become so reliant on feeling that numbness that you stop seeking outside desires. And because you stop wanting to do things with like standard things in real life, like hanging out with friends, going out to activities, you rely on it more and more to the point where you start becoming like a flaky person, where like you might Did I make that? No. You might like get stressed out over a subject or like an invite to go out and do something, and so you'll be more flaky and give up. And so that can cause this negative effect where you lose friends because you just become not a very good friend yourself. I don't make anything. That was an interesting lag spike. And so I thought that was really interesting because like over the last year, I spent a lot of time like trying to understand social skills, Because I feel very socially inept. I think that's the right way to phrase that. And I feel like there's a lot of interactions and behaviors that I haven't learned. And because I never really learned them, it's made me... Ooh, that was a good one. Is he lagging? Why does this server feel so weird? And so, like, pairing the knowledge that I've learned over the last year with the knowledge of, like, all of that information, it all just made a ton of sense. Caffeine is technically a drug, the way nicotine is a drug. Caffeine's a great drug, though. But yeah, it's very addictive. I've experienced it and I've watched family go through it. Yeah, I don't know, it's just so brutal. It's so... I don't know. Like, I don't envy anyone that gets stuck in a cycle where they're, like, reliant on drugs to enjoy their life. But on the flip side, it's also, like, it makes me concerned for people that do. It's their life, and I don't really have any, like, room to say anything unless it impacts other people. But, like, it has changed my view on a lot of things. Yeah, there ends up being a natural progression. Yeah. That makes sense. Like, people joke that weed is a gateway drug, and while I know it's totally fine, it's not fine, it's totally likely that someone could just do weed their entire life, and there's really nothing wrong with that. For most people, I feel like they slowly branch into other things. Or not even that they branch into other things, but, like, you could just have a bad dealer that, like, laces your weed with something. And then, boom, now you're addicted to something else that you may not even understand. I love my brother, even though we part on not the best terms. My sister, on the other hand, if I could trade her for a better sister model, I would. I don't know. Okay, so... what's that one saying? What was, like, the... yeah, what was it? The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb or something like that. I feel like... is there a hook over there? I feel like the family values... I'm exposed, so we're gonna go over here. I suggest that, like, you need to like your family. And while I have a lot of good people in my family, I've never really understood that myself. And, like, a part of me feels bad about it. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have waited. I'm gonna double back, right? Wait, did we just leave? Oh, there he is. I wasn't sure if he was gonna find us. Okay. We have a window. We just pallet him? Oh, I can remove it from my body? But it's like Finder's Keeper. This is my axe. This is a pretty sick axe. Alright, let's take him back to Shack. Do you think it's been long enough that that window has reset? Maybe we should do another loop. I don't think I make another loop. We're gonna do a middle loop. Oh, the window reset, guys. We get more loops. Free axe. Oh, fuck. Yeah, let's go. We don't make that. Damn. At least the basement's in the main building. Shaking your hand about shitty sisters. Oh my god. The elder one. Well, something I did find out after quitting drugs is all the people I thought were my friends weren't. We just happened to do the same thing and hung out together doing them. Yeah, dude, that's okay. I had that realization in high school, so you're not even like alone on that. It sucks to go through. Like, I would not mind a heal. Yeah, that's okay. I didn't need to heal anyway. I had that realization in high school. I was going through high school and I hit a point near my senior year where I learned that like some of my friends were friends with me out of convenience and not out of like actually wanting to be around me. And so like it was the wake up realization that like there's a quality level to friends. Like some people are not good friends. And it really sucks to find that out. Because like it's just like it's shitty of people to want entertainment from someone but not like want to put any effort or care into that relationship. Wow, that's kind of the negative stream. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'm not like sad about anything, so hopefully that comes across. I just think it's interesting to talk about. The saying is people always shorten blood is thicker than water. Yeah, yeah. Every time I think of Covenant, all I think is wart. Yeah, I think of Halo too. I swear that pulling out the axe slows you down. I think it did slow me down. That's actually why I stopped it. I'll probably do one more round and call it there. Because I want to do something kind of short. But, I feel like while I was pulling it out, I was stuck at walk speed. That's actually why I stopped. I was worried I wasn't going to safely make the loop if I tried to keep pulling it out. I don't know. Okay, so in your guys' experience, have you felt like family relationships are as valuable as they should be? Like, if you had a family member that was a bad person, would you overlook that because they're family? You cannot really predict other people's hearts. The heart wants what the heart wants. The heart's an interesting thing. Do I explain that? I probably should. Hopefully you don't. Yeah, we'll explain it. Oh, we have a killer. With Bird Lady. Oh, I fucking ran into a... Well, this is going to be a great first chase, guys. You know, actually, I wanted this chase to go like this so that I could explain my story time. Just leave. Why does it feel like the servers are kind of weird today? All according to plan. Nice. Okay. So one thing that I've found that I thought is kind of interesting. I feel that people are so starved to have someone interested in them that by being good at talking to people, people will misinterpret that as like relationship interest. And like the only explanation I have for that is like recently I made friends with a new person. And they're a cool person. I got nothing bad to speak about them. However, I was like trying to practice my social skills and like trying to better myself, learn how to talk. Is there a third person that's injured? No. And I found out that after talking with them, they like started getting a little bit questiony. They're adding the relationship questions where they were like asking about that sort of stuff. And so I felt the need to like probe into it. I'm like, hey, just to be clear, I understand the interest. I don't want to like lead you on. I'm not looking for like a relate. I'm looking like strictly platonic. I am like demisexual and I have no interest in this. But like just by being polite with a person, I feel like a lot of people take that as romantic or like I don't know if I can even explain it very well. Bird Lady's very hard to chase. I do not envy that man. Is he coming? And so, like, I feel like people are so starved to have people listen to what they say. And it's such a, like, a funny, it's such a, like, a weird thought. Where listening is so rare in our culture that most people, I feel, are starved of it. Gotta heal? In Hispanic culture, family is the most important. It doesn't matter what they've done. Oh boy. That honestly has to suck. Like, it is... I don't know. People can do really terrible things, and to have the sticker of approval being like, well, they're your family, it just feels weird. Oh, we got birds. Don't give me birds. Thank you. I should go unhook. Maybe not. Ah, they sent me back. We're gonna play a little game. Do they have that perk that makes that? No. Okay, we're gonna head out. If you're a shitty person, you're a shitty person. Unfortunately, it doesn't change who your family is. Yeah, that's kind of my feeling. It's just kind of weird. Okay, so here I have a family matter. No, I don't think I want to get into the details of it. I have changed my mind. Is there a killer over here? No. That being said, you can choose to be a part of your life or not. It's real common for people to misunderstand a person intentions, and it can happen accidentally, and it can happen especially in lonely individuals. I don't know. It's... See, like, look at these hit registrations. The bird slapped onto me like seconds after I saw it hit me. I think the servers are just jank tonight. But yeah, so back to the thing about listening. I feel like listening is such a weird skill. I feel like nobody really wants to do it very much. So, like, for example, I've had a friend in the past reach out to me. Like, I was going through a hard time, and a friend reaches out to me, and he's like, I always have an ear to listen. However, I have had so many experiences with this friend where I try to open up about something, and then they say something to, like, void the feelings that I am expressing, or show that they are disinterested in what I am explaining. And so it's so weird to me that people misunderstand what listening is. It's not the act of hearing what someone has to say. It's the act of understanding, empathizing, and relating with someone. I'm getting tired of these birds. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I know that if you feed rice to pigeons, they explode, but I'm kind of in the mood to feed rice to these crows. Empathy kind of rare, not gonna lie. I think it is. It's just like really weird to me. I don't know if like I want to help this person, but there is nothing they can do. This is actually just a really rough game. We're gonna redo this. We're gonna play one more game. We're at 5 gens right now. We're gonna play one more game, but not against Bird Lady. And it's just like weird to me. But that's kind of the things that I've noticed. Like, I don't know. It's just like, that's been like my thing. I feel bad because on one hand, I feel like I'm not streaming that much, but on the other hand, I feel like I have so many random things that I'm trying to do. I feel like streaming has kind of like become a back hobby. Oh. However, I've learned a lot of very useful skills. Like today, I had a call, like a high severity incident with a customer, and because of everything I've learned about talking to people, it was extremely calm. The customers loved me, even though their entire environment went down, and like it ended on an amazing note. And it's like a really cool occurrence to like understand how to be decent at talking to someone. I still feel like I'm bad at it. Like I still feel like I have so much to learn. I feel like when it comes to any skill, the more you understand about that skill, the less you think you know. Because you start understanding the nuances, and so your mind gets open to a lot of the extra little bits and pieces. And so not that you become less confident, but it's just like, it's more than you understood at the beginning. I think the servers are just exploding. Honestly, these servers are kind of interesting tonight. But we had really good latency earlier. I remember we had like that pyramid head and he just barely missed me on the window right in the beginning of the round. The trick to listening is to listen how they feel and not always about giving answers, but trying to understand how they feel. Yeah. Honestly, when you're listening to someone, like 90% of the time, people don't want solutions. They want empathy and understanding. And there's a lot of times where getting that understanding, they can lead themselves to the answer. And that's the weird thing. But it is something, that's one of those like understanding. Consent is not even like, is strictly about anything sexual. That's one of those things where you can just ask someone. You say, do you want empathy or do you want an answer? Because sometimes it's hard to read between the lines. Even if it doesn't always make sense. Because your feelings about something should never be dismissed. Yeah, and that's something I even struggle with. I have an issue. I think a common trauma response is humor. So when I get into a stressful situation, my brain thinks up 100 jokes I can make. However, when you're in a bad situation, when you read the room and know that jokes are not appropriate, it makes that skill kind of useless. Although it's kind of funny, because it's also like the thing that makes me feel better. If I'm in a traumatic situation, I love a joke. But like, it's something that I have to actively fight myself on. Because by shifting the subject to something else, you dismiss what they're saying. And so it's not appropriate. I swear I'm not autistic, I think. But like when it comes to this sort of stuff, these are like all things that I feel like I've never learned before. And it's crazy to me that I've gotten this far in life with never understanding any of it. Also, has anyone had salmon avocado salsa? Would you cook the salmon? Yeah, I bet you would cook the salmon. I don't think you should have raw salmon with avocado. That sounds like a lot of germs. Oops. Thank you, thank you. Do we? Alright, the killer's gonna come from that direction. I'm not exactly the best with words myself. Honestly, I think that talking is a very hard skill. And I feel like the people that are able to talk well are very rare. Like, I know one of my friends is like the coolest, most casual dude I have ever met in my life. And he's the kind of person that, like, no matter what you do, if you're talking with this person, they make the conversation feel good. And not like a... I don't know how to describe that. They make enjoyable conversations. I got whiplash from the food shift. Okay, I was curious because salmon and avocado sound like they would taste about the same. So to put that with salsa feels weird. This is bad. This is a really dangerous loop, and it's longer than I thought it was. I fucked up, guys. We make that, though. Then we take him back to dangerous loop. And then we peg him. And now he... Wait a minute. Fuck. Yeah, I was really hoping if I ducked he would throw over me. Because I wasn't gonna make it if I went through. That was well played on his part. As someone whose body dislikes seafood, I can't say. I'm not a huge fan of seafood, but I will say I will eat it from time to time. Like recently, Yuki and I went to the coast because I don't think she has ever seen a beach. So we went to the coast, and like obviously when you're at like a coastal city, they're gonna have a lot of seafood. This is bad. So we basically had nothing but seafood for a couple days straight. And while the seafood was good, like it was really good seafood. I have no complaints. It was very well cooked, tasted delicious. I got real sick of it after about the third meal. I hear Jen. Depends on the salsa. Ooh, yeah, I'll get off you. You want to heal me? Oh, sure. Thank you. Wait. Okay, we gotta Google this. After this, we're gonna see what is salmon avocado salsa. However, when it comes to sushi, apparently people hate sushi. That was another thing I learned today. I was like, dude, sushi's amazing. I had like 4 people be like, I hate sushi. I'm like, wow, I feel attacked. I've been put on blast. All I wanted to say is I like fish. This is awkward. How do I save this? I do very much enjoy sushi, and I feel that... I feel like I wouldn't get that sick of sushi, because there's a lot of good sushis you can make. Oh, double back. We take him to T&L? Wait, did our teammate rescue from basement while I was looping? That's incredible. Oh no, we found the teammate. Actually, we're going back to our gen. We have gens to do. Gens before friends. I will fist fight you back. Oh, or you both. Oh my god. I am innocent, I swear. Alright, but you mean a beach or a pile of rocks we call the beach? Okay, so I live in a sound. And because of that, we don't have tide. We do have tides. We don't have big waves to, like, make sand. So we have rocky beaches. Yes, that's the phrasing. Yeah, that's how you say it. I took her to a little, like, coastal city. It's called Seaside. It's like a little tourist city in Oregon. And there's a bunch of really good beaches because it's like on the ocean. And honestly, it's a really good time. We saw a bunch of different places. We walked around. I found out Yuki absolutely loves gelato because we ate it, like, with every meal. It was honestly just like a good time all around. And we saw a bunch of different beaches. We saw a bunch of seagulls. I absolutely love seagulls. They do the stupidest things. I almost caught one. But Yuki was upset. I wasn't allowed to take the seagull home. So honestly, we saw like a proper beach. I saw something. Oh, it's our ace. I had to learn to love sushi, but now it's my favorite food, maybe. Okay, so have you ever had nigiri? So the difference between sushi and nigiri, in case those of us who may not know, is that sushi is like a roll, and they usually put multiple things inside the roll, while nigiri is just sushi rice with like a thin slice of fish on it. And I found out that there's a fish from Alaska called like an albacore salmon that is like actually tastes sugary sweet. It is an absolutely delicious salmon, and I am absolutely tainted now because anytime I get nigiri, I compare it to the, like, oh my god. We keep going. But it was just like so good. But I also love sushi. I just wish I was back in Japan for it because it's so cheap. I feel like when you are in America and you order sushi, it's stupidly expensive. At any restaurant, it's like $10 a thing, and it's just dumb. And you go to Japan, it's like 10 cents, and you get the knife they cut it with, too. The killer was behind me. Do you think they went on that loop I just did? We're gonna go upstairs and look. No, they're not behind us anymore. Let's find a gen. Is there a gen back there? Yes, there is. I bet Ace is back here too, because Ace was just over here. Ah, balls. Wait a minute. This is saboed. Or it's broken. Oh, there's a hook right there, isn't it? That's awkward. Oh, I should crouch so I'm not as loud. Oh, he went in the door. Never mind. But that's interesting that you learned to love sushi. So you just not like it and you just had to eat it? What situation would you be put in that would make you get used to sushi? I will say thick cuts of raw fish are kind of chewy, and that is not my texture. I'm the kind of person that does not like steak because it's really chewy. And it is possible to make a tender steak. It's just kind of a pain. Gelato is very good. Better than ice cream, hands down. I agree. I did not realize how good gelato was compared to ice cream because I bought an ice cream maker. And then I had gelato and then I cried myself to sleep. I've had nigiri, but just like cheap stuff. Honestly, the cheap stuff is normally pretty good. My reason I picked nigiri was just because it's more basic. And because it's more oh, fuck. Why did I have no terror radius? So we're gonna see. But because it's more basic, I kind of hoped it would be cheaper, but I don't think it really is that much cheaper. Okay. Let's see what they had. What made them not detected? Was it leaving the gate? We gotta check out the salmon avocado salsa too. So I think it was just the default when he leaves the door. Was I oblivious? I don't even know. Okay. Let me close out of this. You guys get to see my background. What was it? Salmon avocado salsa. Do I search this live on... let me double check that this isn't like blue waffle. Okay, this actually kind of looks like it slaps. Salmon with avocado salsa. This looks actually really good. I'm sorry that I doubted this man and his name. I think his name was a great choice. Okay. Now we know. Let me... Oh god, I'm gone, guys. Oh, there I am. There we go. I fixed myself. Okay. Thank you for the head pets. I appreciate it, Novi. I love seafood and didn't understand why it tasted weird to me. But then at the time, we bought it from a grocery store in the islands. Oh, I could see that. I often go to a grocery store near me. And when I'm there, sometimes I'll pick up the sushi there and the rice is a little bit stale. It doesn't stop me from enjoying it, but it is definitely a subpar sushi experience. Thank you for the Wii music. However, was it just like dry rice that would make it taste bad, or was it just like weird tasting? I do know some types of sushi are interesting in makeup. Like, I don't get spicy mayo. But again, I don't know that I do spicy that well. I'm forgetting they have a fluffy tail. I need to fix this. I wish that I could... You guys didn't see anything. Nothing happened. I could fix this in a way easier way. I just need to be not lazy. I will definitely do that. Yeah, I forget that I have a fluffy tail too. I am hoping... Oh, fun fact. So the project about I was doing the 3D avatar may have gotten corrupted. I have redone it. And luckily, I'm taking all the learning experiences and I'm redoing it better because as I went, I learned I did everything in a suboptimal way. So I'm not even upset, but I've had to restart that project. However, it is better than it ever was before. I do want more fluff, though. I'm hoping that I can get a fluffier avatar. Thank you for the head pets, Novi. It was weird tasting. Like, the rice was incorrect. I wonder if it was the type of rice. I know Yuki gets really upset if we don't get a specific brand of rice. And the more that I have other rice, I kind of understand. Like, different rice has different textures and tastes, and it's surprisingly weird for what is a moist plant. Like, am I wrong in that? Like, it's just like rice is supposed to be the most boring part of a meal, but any dish that has rice in it, the rice like makes or breaks it. I will definitely do that. He says like a liar. I would never. Trust me. I would never lie to you guys. I'm never lazy. I do everything exactly when I'm trying to do them. I don't know what that was for because I'm definitely going to do it. It sure does. There are many types of rice. I actually got a special kind of rice. Thank you for the head pets, Novi. I got a special kind of rice that is apparently hard to cook, but I wanted to see if it tastes any different. And it's kind of long, so I'm kind of intimidated. Yuki said it would probably be gross. However, I want to experience that grossness for myself. It's like one time I went to Costco, and there was a free sample for I think it was cranberry juice, and my friend drank it, and he looked at me with the most disgusted face and said, "Do not drink that. That's disgusting." And as a man of culture, I went and grabbed it, and I tried it, and he was not wrong. That was one of the most disgusting things I had ever drank in my life up to that point in time. But I would not know that if I didn't try it myself. And so that is the learning experience. Suffering with the homies. Yeah, actually it was me, my friend, and another friend, and we all had some. And it was all of us agreed it was awful. Okay. Hydrate I shall. That's actually the last sip of water in my cup. I'm gonna mute so I don't slurp it. Okay, I'm gonna end stream. I appreciate you guys being here on such a weird stream. Let me know if it was a little bit much. I usually don't really like going into a lot of those subjects, but I don't know. I just think they're interesting. But with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I appreciate you guys being here. I don't know who's still around, but Nox, Novi, Taco. I appreciate you guys keeping me company. Have a good night.